Hello folks and welcome back to the Entropy Universe here on Whelp Squad TV. Today we're going to be continuing our spider hunting. I'm not expecting it to go as well as yesterday, because yesterday was fantastic, but thought we might get out and have some fun with it nonetheless. So luckily yesterday was a profit run. We had a Hoff, was a 444 ped Hoff, and I don't think it's still on there. Oh, maybe. Aha! There it is, right there. So that's what we did yesterday. Obviously, I'd love to top that, but I would settle for nice, even loot and not too big of a loss today. Yeah, so our net profit was somewhere around 250 to 275 pad yesterday. After 2 hours of hunting and like 1,800 ped cycled, so that was pretty good. That was a lot of hunting, for me at least. Okay. Oh. We cucked it right off the bat. There we go. $313. That's a crit. There we go. Get the stats up of the blade for you. Hey, settle down. Yeah, so we can't hunt zoomed in with this thing. That's a shame. That's actually really annoying. For whatever reason, because of the new graphic system, hunting with this weapon, and I'm assuming some other Genesis weapons, it causes a graphics glitch. Was a little disappointed when I found that out yesterday. Because I've been trying to skill up to use this thing for a year. See, even when I'm walking, when I just have this thing equipped, it does it too. It's a little weird. Crits aren't quite as high as I thought they were going to be with this thing. But then again, I don't have it fully enhanced either. I've got 2 weapon skill mod enhancers on there for right now. That one's a little bit better. Average loot so far is pretty bad today. Ah. Sound I hate to hear. Weapon skill mod enhancer 5. Okay, I luckily have a decent amount of those. I was hoping to get away with not buying any more of them, and I think it looks like the slot slot 1 is probably the one I'm going to take off first, just so I can save those for when I'm skilling other weapons. Because I'm assuming most of the weapons that I skill with and I use those for, most likely won't have a tier 5 slot unlocked. But I don't think I'll buy any Mind Force chips that don't at least have tier 1 unlocked. I'm going to be trying to find some Mind Force chips coming up that have some tiers open, that's for sure. But tier 5 is a little difficult for Mind Force. Alright, good. The other one should start moseying on over here, too. Sadly, all this hunting won't do anything to tier up my Firefly because it is already at 7.99 and, wow. Bastard Spider. That's the first double crit I've had on one of these in a while. I guess I gotta remember to heal. Okay. Put me in the outpost instead. Yesterday it was putting me in the base. What the hell was I talking about? The sticker shock of the cost of tiering this Firefly is a little bit much. What are those? Oh, jeez, those are big legionnaires. I had no idea those were out here. Alright, you little jackass. Let's see you do that again. I'm hoping one of those two will aggro on me in a second, just so I can get one a little closer than the other. Nope. Ugh. Why am I getting 2 ped back from a spider? That's stupid. Alright, well, today's going to be a bad loot day, as I said, but it looks like they're going to take all the ped back I got yesterday and more. That'd be nice if it didn't glitch and the creature got in an extra attack than me. That was a little bit better, I guess. Still pretty awful. Hey, there it is. All right. Now we got a base to work from. That was about 170 ped. That was 200 ped in that we got 100 ped loot. So that's still okay. So now we're back up to doing decent on the loot then. Yeah. Cool. I thought it was dead standing. Nope, wasn't quite dead yet. I think I'm gonna have to head that way. It looks like they're more sparse up there. They're super thick here. Sorry about that. I hate it when people call during the stream. Why is there a third one? There was only one over there before. Jesus. Ah. Why are the skill mods breaking so fast? That makes no sense. That's the second one I've lost today in like the past 15 minutes. don't think I want to go any further up that hill. Isn't that where I saw those Legionnaires? So we're at 350 now. For 375 spent-ish, somewhere around there. There he comes. He's a good boy. Come on. Whoops, stepping back. We don't want 3. 2 is okay, we don't want 3. All right, big boy, let's see what you got in you. For those of you just joining, we had a global earlier. It was just over 100 ped. So the hunt's not going too terribly. It's going pretty decent, actually. Yesterday's hunt was fantastic. That's why I'm even out here again today. We had a Hoff and 3 globals yesterday for a total of about a 250 ped gain. So yesterday was really nice. I haven't had that in a long time. I had a Hoff about a month and a half ago on some Oiko on Arcadia, but the rest of that hunt was so bad that even after it was like a 387 ped Hoff or something, I only ended up with 50 ped of profit, which is pretty sucky. So this one felt a little bit better. And that global today at least ensured that loot overall won't be abysmal, because it was looking pretty bad to start things off. Got to buy some more laser ammunition for tagging. Yeah, it's hard to go back to wanting to use the M Matrix beta because the gamma is, I know it's 1% more, so it's quite a bit better in my mind, even at just that extra percent, but the price is almost identical, so there's no reason. I've got several betas in storage, and I hardly even want to take them out. I just end up using the gammas. There used to be a decent price difference. I think the price difference was, I mean, like, the betas were around 20 or 21 ped, and the gammas were like 30. 32, somewhere around there. But now they're both like around 25, so at least for right now they are. So there's basically no reason to use the beta over the gamma.
Mini whelps! Now handle it!
Ooh, I heard a follow. Tale of Lich. Thanks for the follow, man. How's your day going? Few boxes in the last. Good. Yeah, gotta get those boxes in when you can. I got enough of them in. I'm sick of the. I got sick of the box game because I was doing it hardcore over on Arcadia. Those all came from Oro Young, believe it or not. 50 HP mob. I grinded those things for about 3 weeks, and then I got sick because I killed 19,000 of them or something. Somewhere around 18 to 19,000 Oros, and I got totally sick of them. I never want to see them again. You're grinding the Oros? Yeah, dude. Oros are the only way for boxes, man. I did from stage 1 to 6 into the 6. Ah. So you like torture, basically. I'm sure I'll do the stage 6 again at some point, but doing the stage 5 and 6 back to back was enough for me for right now. Can I ask you this, though? Is there any better Oro spawn on that planet? I think it was Redoubtable Firebase. I couldn't find on that entire planet a dense spawn of Oro. Like, there was no place that I could find on that planet that really had a dense spawn. If there was a place on that planet where Oro were, like, you couldn't see anything but red, I would hunt there all the time, because they are one of my favorite mobs, but they're so spread out. I think Formidable is the one I go to. It's where the Oros are south of the base in a big open field, right? To me, that's a very, very light spawn, even there. It's because, like, Formidable, if you were to look on the map, like, if on a map, Formidable is there, or Formidable Academy is there, and then the fire base is there. Something like that. So, like, the Academy is there, fire base is there. And it's up towards the northern part of the map. Yeah, I know. Isn't that terrible? I did 3.5 weeks of that, and I was going insane. I wish I could speak to one of the Arcadia devs and just say, hey, you know, we will be spending more money on your planet if you up the mob density. I mean, that's the only reason why I wasn't cycling so many peds. I would have cycled a lot more peds had the mob density been higher. Well, that's the thing, is everybody goes there to hunt because there is no other spot for decent Oro killing, and that's not even decent. There's literally no decent spot for Oro killing on the entire planet, and they're the only planet that has Oro. So it's a problem that they need to fix. I mean, Halix kind of have an okay spawn, I guess, especially if you're killing them with ranged weapons. Halix are okay, but if you're melee like me, if you're doing melee hunting like me, especially, the Oro spawn is torture. That's gonna be way too many. Back up, 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 back up. Well, there isn't a mature there, so I do have a chance. Nice, yeah, Mind Force is my next thing to tackle. As soon as I'm 100% maxed on this, because I'm not. You see that? I need to hit level 38. I'm using 2 weapon skill mod enhancers at the moment. So this thing will be doing even more damage once I have those off of here. And when I got this totally maxed, I'm going to hunt me some Hoglo. Oh, shit, 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 shit. That's not fair. That's not even remotely fair, guys. Look at that spawn right next to each other. That's not cool, guys. What is that? I think that's at least a mature. It has to be. Look at the size. Oh, crap.
Mini whelps! Now handle it!
Oh, I can't out-heal this. What am I doing? Is there 2? What the hell? Boy, that young is stout. That is a stout young spider. We had a follow. Did I miss it? I'm sorry if I missed a follow. I was busy getting eaten by a spider. I apologize. Raise your right hand in chat if you just followed. There's my... Wow, why didn't they... I was right next to the fort. Are you telling me they couldn't put me inside that fort again? They were doing it yesterday for me. The thing that pushes me a bit back on the Mind Force is the efficiency. Gothic 007, thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate it. Thing that pushes me a bit back on Mind Force... don't worry about the efficiency. I'm not using anything that's horribly efficient. I'm honestly still a non-believer on the efficiency thing. I think it's way too much pads to spend on something that's not guaranteed to work. I've seen too many high-level hunters still complaining of not that great returns. Mind Force on those bloody Oros got level 3. Yeah! Dude, that's the way to do it. Oh my god, that's not good. Alright, I need to knock out this one spider. Can we do this? Can we make this happen? Is this just far enough? I will check chat again in 1 second. This is just... I gotta try and... There he is. Yeah, I'm thinking of doing electrokinetic because the chips seem to be cheaper going up. They seem to be, on average, much cheaper than... Oh, that wasn't bad. Oh, that was worth a death, then. Well, the mature hasn't noticed me yet. No, he totally knows me now. But yeah, there seems to be actually more kinetic chips around than anything else. At least from what I've seen on auction, so that's probably what I'm going to stick with. I do have one good pyro chip already, though, so that's the only thing that's making me second guess it, because I have a combustive attack chip 5 that, to my knowledge, probably has the best tiers in game of any combustive attack chip 5. It's got several. I think it's got several where they're up to 170 or something, or at least 150, like 156. And I think there's only one stat that's under 100 on tier rate. Something like that. It's pretty incredible. And it's tier 3.9 right now. I've waited to be able to use it to want to tier it up, to spend that money. Because it's not cheap. It needs opals. And, yeah. Not a very cheap item. Stupid opals. Oh, fudge, that's not good. Back it up. Back it up. Come on, back up the hill. I gotta buy some laser ammo so I can do more tagging. But yeah, I would say Tale of Lich, don't be scared on the efficiency, man, as far as doing the skilling. I think it's going to be worth it. Get those extra skills unlocked. That thing's creeping way too close for my liking. That means the rate at which that item is going to be tiering up during that tier. So basically, it means the higher the number, the faster that you're going to be able to tier that weapon up. So in other words, a tier rate of 159 should be, like triple the tier rate of something that's only 53. Essentially, that's what it means. Yep, no problem. Tiering is great. It's not worth it on really low-level stuff, but my rule of thumb is normal weapons, so like any weapon, 60 damage and up is worth tiering. 60 max damage and up, it's worth tiering. For armor, Ghost and Makita and up. So like this... I have Jarhead, which is decent armor. It's a little bit above Ghost. So I've got 3 tiers on this piece. So that gives me, it's an extra full protection point in impact and an extra full protection point in cut for every tier, for every defense enhancer I put on it. So that's an extra 6 points of defense right there, and you get some for stab too. So it comes out to like an extra 8 points of defense or so, which is pretty good. So you got to make sure it's worth it when you're spending that. Now, if you have a weapon that you really, really want to use, and you think you're going to use it for a while, then I guess you could if it was maybe, I don't know, like 45 or 50 damage. But really, I think 60 damage and up for most weapons is where you should feel more comfortable with tiering. Are enhancer worth the price? It depends on what you're doing. If you have a mob that you can kill pretty quick anyways, obviously not worth it. But if you're doing the style of hunting that I am, like I couldn't kill these things without enhancers. So it really depends on the style of hunting that you want to do. So like this isn't my my everyday hunt, right? I'm going to be hunting other things. Going to be grinding other things for skills. This weapon right here is not going to be even my skill weapon at this point. Once I max this is my high-end big hunt weapon where I go out and I hunt big things with it. That's not going to be what I'm going to be hunting every day with. So now I'm going to switch to Mind Force, and I am going to be tiering every Mind Force chip I get once it's over. Probably like 55 damage or so, or maybe 50 damage, because I think there's one I was thinking about using that's like 51 damage, so I may tier that. Depends. If I get one with really good tier rates, I may just try and tier it up just for the sake of it. Because I think a kinetic attack chip 4 is 62 damage. I'm pretty sure that's 62 damage, and that's the one that I really want to get to tier up. And I gotta buy more laser ammo. So enhancers, here's the great thing about enhancers now, guys, versus before. It is better to use enhancers now than it ever has been before. Enhancers used to break about twice as quickly on limited weapons. So if you're using enhancers on unlimited weapons, you had an advantage to using them over on limited weapons. But that no longer exists. That doesn't happen anymore. Also, every time you break an enhancer now, it actually gives you the TT value back of that enhancer. And if anybody's checked the market, enhancer prices have not gone up because of that. So really, it's cheaper now than ever to enhance. Okay. Got 2 times kinetic chip from Olensk. My plan is a skill with limited Mind Force kinetic chips and then buying unlimited one 5 to 6. Gotcha. That hey, whoa. Whoa. That was weird. Alright, that was a little weird. Yeah, my plan is I want to actually have every unlimited kinetic attack chip that there is. Like one of each. I want to have one of each level. Because I have a weapon rental shop. I've got it set up on Planet Calypso Forum. I've had it for a while. It was inactive for about 2 months while I was hunting on Arcadia, but I recently reopened the post. And I have a variety of melee gear available there. I got quite a few knives. My Bycac Blix, I'll show you guys one thing that's now available for the rental shop. Is this boy right here. This is what I've been using. So like this, I had this knife fully enhanced. I was using this is 59 damage, and this has been my main grinder for the past 8 months, and I always had it enhanced because I was always just doing nonstop grinding with it. So it really depends on your project and how fast you want to skill with something. Because the faster you're killing mobs, the faster you're skilling. Stop firing. I hate the new interface. The only thing I liked about the new interface is being able to go from mob to mob easier, but that part sucks. It's just the auto attack doesn't cease as easily as it used to. That's literally the best thing I've come up with, is just turning your body a bit to guarantee that you stop attacking. Alright, so I finished rank 4. I finished the 500 spider challenge yesterday. So for those of you guys who showed up more recently here. I had egg. Let's see if it's still in here. Maybe it's gone by now. It might be gone by now. Let's see. Nope, there I am. That was yesterday. So I would love to have another one of those. Let's see how we're doing loot super quick. Oh, I forgot I had that thing. That's right, I decided to keep it. I think I looted that off an Oro. This is the chip I got right here, actually. I can show you guys. Yeah, see, there's one at 178. And that's the only low one on the entire chip. And I should point out, we're already past it. So the next tiers are 147, 151. That should go reasonably fast. Woo! 158 HP. That's a nice little increase. How much time we have left? We got 4 minutes left, guys. Ugh. No. Yeah, this hunt went pretty south. It's a shame. So I should be able to next hunt get rank 5 done, which would be nice. Oh, should we do a challenge, guys? Ready for this? This is difficult for me. I've only been able to kill 2. We may have to revive and come back for it. See that? I can't take more than 2 hits sometimes. I'm sorry, why did you take so long to get the fucking heal box out? That was stupid. That was so stupid. Fuck. He'll be back up to over half health by the time I get back to him. Heal. Wow. Okay. I have no idea why it put me here. It's 1,000 meters away? The fort was like 300 feet. Yeah, that thing's gonna have over half its health back. It may be fully regen. By the time you get back to this thing, watch. It may be fully regened. At which point I'm gonna be really pissed. Because we're not gonna have our reload speed anymore. We're not gonna have our reload speed for killing it. That's not gonna be good. And before anybody says, why didn't I teleport out there? I don't want to randomly teleport into a group full of spiders where they can aggro. See where that one is? That one could aggro me from where it was right there. I don't want to just randomly get into a group of spiders. Dick. And the little one comes in to finish me off. Okay, at least we got him looted. But we put a little bit too many peds into him. So let's check our return on this hunt. I didn't get a single output amp component, and these things are supposed to drop it. I got a couple yesterday, but... Ugh. So I started with 930 ped on the blade. Why am I looking at that? Wow, did that drop in price? What am I looking at? Oh, I want to look at the TT value. So that's 112. Plus. I think we're looking at just over 100 ped loss. Yeah, I figured like 100. Well, with enhancers, probably more like 130 ped. So we lost about 130 ped, which wasn't terrible. It means I can go out and hunt again like this, which is good. All right, fellas. That's it for the hunt for today. Thank you guys for following. I really appreciate it. Tale of Lich and Gothic 007. It's nice to meet you guys. I'm going to be streaming this game more in the coming days. Not always as big of a hunt, but I'm going to try to start streaming more of what I do here. I play a lot of other games. This channel actually has 4 streamers on it. I'm the only one that plays Entropia. My name is Greg. The other streamers on this channel are Josh, Christian, and Steven. And we play a big variety of games, a lot of zombie games, things like that. Like we play Killing Floor 2. We play Dead Island. We beat that. We beat Dead Effect 2. And we're working on, I think we're working on Borderlands 2 right now is one game we're playing. 7 Days to Die is one that I play with my cousin. So we got a good variety of games if you're interested in gaming overall. So, at any rate, thanks again for stopping by, guys. You have a good day.